Salutations, dear respected sadhakas, sishyas of gurus, bhaktas, jignasus, sincere mumukshus and students. Welcome. Together let us salute the Lord to Shruti Mata, Devata Parampara, Guru Parampara, Rishi Parampara. Those who are in the routine, so much involved with so much of fervor, for them is not a spirituality. Those who are under the tremendous influence of vasanas unknown to them, influence of minds, habits of just projection and following that. Spirituality is not to them. Those who just see the world, imitate the world. For them also, spirituality is not. Those who just are the true, ardent, sincere followers of the demands of Sharira and Indriyas, they can't be the spiritual seekers. Spirituality starts when we pause, when we wait, when we think, and when we become aware of what exactly we are doing and what the consequences of that doing we are reaping. And in that consequences, when we think, understand the pros and cons, and see what it is, to such person of pausing, to such person of thinking, to such person of analyzing alone, begins a spirituality where he comes to know that what best he can do, he is not doing that. What the worst he should not do, that alone he is doing. Only when we know that what we are doing is not correct, that we will seek someone or go to someone to know from them, therefore, what exactly to be done. Such person alone goes in search of the one who knows all these things, called as the teacher, the guru, who is fully engrossed, experienced that the best, the self, the Lord, unambiguously learning this from his ancestors, himself adding his own, extra examples or ability to explain, etc. To such guru, when we go, is our second spirituality. And only when, as instructed by the guru, we learn this is what is we have to reach out to, this is what we have to do to reach to. These are the preparations for that. Thoroughly, when we listen, understand, accept from the teachers, preceptors, that the spirituality is in its third step. And only when we really implement them, real the transformation is happening. But first and foremost is pause and see in the entire day what are the things we are involved in. What are we getting from it? The bondage or miseries? The problems are the solutions. The happinesses are sukha. Not looking at immediate result, but the far-reaching consequences. Even that requires a little deeper thinking. With a short-sighted thinking, we just decide that every indulgence is giving some happiness or pleasure. That is enough. But only when we think deeply, the deeper, later, further consequences, that we come to know that is only going to pull us down and down in our identity, in our variety of attachments, etc. Such person alone feel regretted. Ki, what I am doing is not correct. What is the thing to be done and achieved? I try to know, but it is vague to me. So the one who knows, let me go. So like the Mundakadi Upanishad, Kasmin Vijnate, Sarvam Vijnatam, Kasmin prapte sarvam praptam kutra gatva paramam dhama bhavati kutra gatva nani vartante. So these type of questions Shishyas ask, then the Gurus explain. The Mundaka Upanishad, the best thing. How beautifully it praises first the Aparavidya, the Upasanas, Yajnas, and exclaims ki such a great sthiti of Hiranyagarbha, you reach to that. After saying all that, by the time this disciple, thank you Guru, I got from your Upadesha what to do, what to achieve, let me go. At that time, the Guru says, Beta ruko, what I have to tell is not completed. Then, whatever he has praised so far, in that alone, all the shortcomings, all the limitations, all the problems, all the bondages, so clearly he shows with the another camera. And thus he says, just to make you feel I have praised it earlier, but otherwise, this is not the goal, this is not the path which you as a human can reach. What you can reach, you must reach is this go, देखो ये वाला जो आत्म तत्व ब्रह्म तत्व, the reaching of which is done through the Paravidya, Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya. Fantastic, it is put. Every Upanishad has its own style. In that, something special, unique is there. In the Mundaka, this is how. अपरा विद्या बताकर ग्लोरीफाई करके फिर बता के फिर कहते हैं नो प्लवा एते अद्दुड़ा यज्ञ रूपा अष्टादशोक्तमौरम येषु कर्म एतत् श्रेय ये अभिनंदन्ति मूढ़ाः जरा मृत्युं ते पुनः एव अभियन्ति अविद्यायाम् अंतरे वर्तमानाः स्वयं धीराः पंडितं मन्यमानाः दन्द्रम्यमाणाः पर्यन्ति मूढाः अन्धेनैव नीयमाना यथा अन्धाः अविद्यायां बहुधा वर्तमानाः स्वयं कृतार्था इत्यभिमन्यन्ति बालाः यत् कर्मिणो न प्रवेदयन्ति रागात् तेनातुराः क्षीणलोका सेवन्ते इष्टापूर्तं. Beautiful flow. Same in Katha Upanishad also. Same sloka, but the next one is next different sequence of thought development. So there Janghanyamana Paryanti Mudaha Andheneva Niyamana Yatandaha. There in Katha is Nasamparaya Pratibhati Balam Pramadyantam Vittamohena Mudham. Ayam Loko Nasti Para Itimani Punar Punaha Vashamapadyate Me. In this sloka what is said alone we discuss today as introduction. Samparaya Samyak Pareyate, the supreme truth. Bala Pratibhati Balam. Na Pratibha. For a childish, immature fellow, the spirituality doesn't click at all. He doesn't like. Why? Pramadyantam. He has in an inadvertence of habitual life. Why? Deluded by vitta and vitta के मिलने वाला वस्तु वस्तु से मिलने वाला सुख में वित्त मोहेन मूढ़. And he is what Mani. He has a strong opinion. What is that? I am Loka. Only this world, because he is observing others. Na asti paraha. There is nothing beyond. Thus, living life at the Upadhi level, that to Dehadi level, further they have what's required. Only trying to gain that one day and every time, punah punah me vashamapadyate. They come under my sway, I am the death, I just have to finish them again. Another birth, in that also, vittamoha paramada, I am loka nasti paraha, again me vashamapadyate. So, this is what the introduction today. That pause, think. Even after becoming seeker also, time and again we have to pause and think what sadhanas we are doing. Are we doing them with the right attitude? Are they up to the mark? Are they taking us towards the expected goal, wanted goal? Only those who pause, they can recorrect, readjust their way of doing sadhanas, view of doing sadhanas, the purification, the intentions, and the beautification of the attitudes, the intensifying the sadhana in which this tyaga aspect also is done more. What is abstraction? That is tyaga, chhod do usko. In this way, pause, go to Guru, listen from him, do sadhana, report to him. He checks and he says, good, well done, keep it up. Or he tells us, so these are the two, three places you have to rectify, change. Change it, again, move ahead. Not for a mechanically routine way, taking the world as real, indulging with the senses and mind. Same way the others are there, having only those people as friends, being only in that company. To such people, the spirituality is far, far, far away. If at all in our life we have got into spirituality of thinking about higher possibilities, it's a punya phala, guru anugraha phala. Let us not miss it. Let us make full use of it by deciding once for all. Now my life is no more worldly, it is spiritual. Although the shifting, transforming from that worldly paradigm to spiritual takes time, but I have opted this. Slowly, steadily, my goal is to shift my entire orientation, outlook, involvements only in spirituality. Suddenly, I can't give up the whole world, but one by one, one by one. First, I start giving time to spirituality, and I am fixed in it. Morning 1 hour, afternoon 1 hour, evening one. In that time, I give my mind. With that mind and intellect given, I knowing from the Guru, I do the best. In doing the best, definitely I will see the best result. May not be outer, but inner. You know, if the inner knowledge happens, inner opening happens, which can assess what's right or wrong, good or bad, binding limit. This inner gain of inner knowledge is it not 100 times better than the outer gains of the money and all? Therefore, doing that sadhana by applying mind, when we see these inner beauties happening, that should inspire us to increase our hours of sadhana, our application of the mind. In that way, total time, total antakarana should be only to spirituality. Takes time, huh? In the initial days, though, how much ever sincere we are, the kachra of millions of lives gathered, the vasanas, the samskaras, the three gunas, especially Rajotamo, oh Bob, Ray, they attack like anything. 99% people get succumbed to that only. Only 1% are the ones which allows that storm, that cyclone, that whirlwind, the tornado to happen, and holding on to something, they allow it to go away. When it goes away, then they are erect and standing, taking up the sadhana. बाकी सब बह जाते हैं उस तूफानी जो रजो तमोगुण का जो इफेक्ट होता है. So powerful it is. Just shut up. What spirituality? Let's enjoy the world. One thought of the Maya is enough. That serious, sincere looking fellow suddenly, Swamiji, enough, I can't come to classes now. I can't do my japa. You told me I did 1 week. Definitely. Seriously, I have done. But उसके बाद पता नहीं हो गया हुआ अब मेरे से नहीं होगा. I'm sorry. बोलते नहीं गायब हो जाते. गायब हो गए क्लास से मतलब they are hit by the vasana tufan, maya tufan. It is understood. Lost. Such a great classes where Paramatatva is every day discussed. If somebody has gone from here, is only three options. Either they have realized the God, or they have gone to a higher and greater and better Guru and better classes. Both are allowed. Or the third option is or hit by the storm of inner passions or inner Rajotamogunas or Moha and Maya. Gone. So when we enter into spirituality, mindful about this small little tender plant, not to get uprooted for any reasons, properly watering, manuring it, see to it that it gains strong roots, that no tufan, no heavy winds of any happening inner and outer should uproot that. You and I are, by being regular in the class, trying for that. Yet अभी भी कोई ऐसा गारंटी नहीं है. है ना? With the theory knowledge what we are learning in class, even 10% when we practice, then the rooting strongly happens of spiritual. To this theory, when the practice is not added, this becomes mechanical, this becomes routine, this appears to be Same thing we are listening it again. Then we get slowly the boredom in that. Then we just say, okay, enough, I've heard it, bye. साधना से इसको स्ट्रांग बनाना है. श्रवण मनन को हमें साधना के द्वारा दृढ़ करना है. करते हुए इसी बात में लगे रहना. How much ever we are in this month, seriously, we should never take the world for granted, even a little. Because for that world, little of our any time of weakness और हमारे बाल या पाँव और हाथ मिलना चाहिए बस. ऐसे जकड़ पकड़ कर खींच लेते हैं हमको, वी कैन नॉट एस्केप इट. देखो घोर जाना ही नहीं उस तरफ. जैसे विवेक चुड़ावने कहते हैं, मन नामक भयंकर व्याघ्र है विषय नामक अरण्य में. अगर तू साधु है तो मुमुक्ष है, उस तरफ मत जाना, और व्याघ्र आपको खा जाएगा. सेम वे द इंटरनल वासनास आर लुकिंग फॉर एन अपॉर्चुनिटी. That opportunity provided to them is when we take a chance and go into worldliness. Immediately that Mahavyagra of the internal vasanas and outer world just pulls us. अब एक बार देखो शेर के पंजे में आ जाते हैं ना, हम बच नहीं सकते. You know, powerful it is. Knowing that, maintaining this mood, praying to the Lord, oh Lord, please don't show the terrible Maya of Rajotama Guna of you on me. Please take it away. Please, kind, oh Lord, at your feet I am. Put me only in the Sattva Guna and Tattva Chintana and Bhakti Sharanagati to you. मेरे से खिलवाड़ मजाक भी मत करना. By my mistake, even if I try to go away from you in my inadvertence, ignorance, arrogance, do something and pull me back towards you. The one who pleads like that, आरती से, दुख से. यहाँ कोई शारीरिक दुख वाली आरती नहीं है. स्पिरिचुअलिटी मिस होएगी वाली आरती, माया अटैक करेगी वाली आरती, वैषयिक बन जाऊंगा वाली आरती, उससे बचाने के लिए मांगना. So may we all clearly understand all these and establish ourselves with all wisdom and maturity on the path. Keep on moving till we reach. Let us enjoy today our conclusion of 8th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna's teachings about the Mahima of the Guru, Rishi, Sadhu, Santa, Sannyasi in blessing us for sadhana. Therefore, as a very important sadhana in our life, we must be in their seva and company. Then we'll have the 87th chapter. In the 87th one, Parikshitji asks very sublime questions. How the scriptures are capable of teaching the truth which is beyond gunas. To that great answer Shukadevji dete hue, he takes us to the lot of samvadas. Finally, Mata Shruti herself doing the stuti of Paramatma. What a very heavy thing it is. We'll try to see that 30-40 shlokas in 3-4 days. 87 बस उसके बाद 3 चैप्टर है, हो जाएगा 10वां स्कंद. आर भागवतम will conclude there. Then we have our Adhyatma Ramayana today. We'll be entering into the topic of Sri Rama Gita in the 5th Sarga. Tattva Vichara. Exactly what we are seeing in the Sambandha Bhashya for the Aitareya Upanishad, where the Jnana Karma Samuchayavada Khandana is done. With that only 100% Sri Ramji's Upadesha to Lakshmana begins. Adhyatma Ramayanam, Rama's Gita, Panchama Sarga, Uttarakandam. Then we do the conclusion of Kalika Sahasranamavadi. Let us try. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidananda Rupaya विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तावत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ यो प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो ब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुने शौनकादिऋषिभ्यो वैशम्पायनादिऋषिभ्यो अत्र्यादिऋषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादि भक्तिनेभ्यो मत्स्यादि अवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादि नवग्रह देवताभ्यो दक्षिणामदत्तात्रेय ग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो आदिपराशक्ति मात्रे मातापितृदेवताभ्यो आद्य शंकराचार्यादि गुरुभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरूणां देवतानां दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्त्यर्थं भक्ति ज्ञानादर्भ प्राप्त्यर्थं विवेक वैराग्यादर्भ प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरुशिष्य परम्परायाः देवता परम्परायाः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व अध्यात्मिक प्रगति धारा विश्व शांति विश्व कल्याण विश्व एकता विश्व सौभ्रातृत्व सौमनस्य सौभाग्य प्रवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निश्चित अस्माकं सह समस्त कंकणबद्ध साधक भक्त सेवक महाशयानां आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजयादि सत्संपदा साधना सानुकूलता शक्ति प्राप्ति समस्त बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न समूल निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशमस्कंदस्य पारायण अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कंदः उत्तरार्धः अथ षडशीतमोऽध्यायः। श्री भगवानुवाच। Chant from 51 onwards. ब्रह्मन्स्तेऽनुग्रहार्थाय सम्प्राप्तान् विद्यमून्मुनीन् संचरन्ति मया लोकान् पुनन्तः पादरेणुभिः देवाः क्षेत्राणि तीर्थानि दर्शनस्पर्शनार्चनैः शनैः पुनन्ति कालेन तदप्यर्हत्तमेक्षया ब्राह्मणो जन्मना श्रेयान् सर्वेषां प्राणिनामिह तपसा विद्यया तुष्ट्या किमु मत्कळयायुतः न ब्राह्मणान् मे दयितम् अरूपमेतत् चतुर्भुजं सर्ववेदमयो विप्रः सर्वदेवमयो हि अहं दुष्प्रज्ञा अविदित्वैवम् अवजानन्त्यसूयवः गुरुं मां विप्रम् आत्मानम् अर्चादाविद्य दृष्टयः चराचरमिदं विश्वं भावाये चास्य हेतवः मद्रूपाणीति चेतस्या अधत्ते विप्रो मदीक्षया तस्माद् ब्रह्म ऋषीनेतान् ब्रह्मन् मच्छ्रद्धयार्चय एवं चेदर्चितोऽस्म्यद्धा नान्यथा भूरिभूतिभिः। श्रीशुक उवाच स इत्थं प्रभुणादिष्टः सः कृष्णान् द्विजोत्तमान् आराध्यैकात्मभावेन मैथिलश्चापसद्गतिम् एवं स्वभक्तयोः राजन् भगवान् भक्तभक्तिमान् उषित्वादिश्य सन्मार्गं पुनर्द्वारवतीमगाद्। इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे उत्तरार्धे श्रुतदेवानुग्रहो नाम षडशीतितमोऽध्यायः। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, श्री भागवत शरणं मम, श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम, श्री सूत शरणं मम, श्री शुकदेव शरणं मम, श्री व्यास शरणं मम, श्री नारद शरणं मम, श्री कुमार शरणं मम, श्री ब्रह्मा शरणं मम, श्री विष्णु शरणं मम, श्री परब्रह्म शरणं मम, श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे, श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं, यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः, अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मा मुञ्चत कर्हिचित्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः अथ षडशीतितमोऽध्यायः। श्री भगवानुवाच। Friends, in the 51 shloka, the topic is very clearly understood. Bhagavan tells to Shrutadevaji कि हे ब्रह्मण, ते अनुग्रहार्थाय संप्राप्तान विद्धि अमून मुनीन. So these munis have sampraptan, samyak prapta. Samyak prapta means fully, completely, wholeheartedly, in a big group they came to you. I have not forced them. They have come. And what for they have come? Anugraha arthaya. Just to do the blessings to you they came. So it tells that whatever upasanas you have done, shraddha you have expressed for Paramatma Prapti, all of that has been fulfilled in the arrival. It has become phalavanta in the samyak prapti of these rishis munis in your life. In general also, wherever the rishi munis go, they go only to the doing anugraha. And wherever they stay, to them when the people go, they can't do anything other than anugraha. That means these rishi muni who have experienced the absolute truth, for them there is nothing to be achieved. Is it not? Thus, they become counter for me to express. The Lord is saying, thus wherever they go, only one thing they can do, not the other, and that's it. That is अनुग्रहार्थाय. देखो दैट अल्टीमेट ट्रुथ. इवन पापा पुण्य की बात कैसे हमको पता चलेगा? हु हैव द लिमिटेड विजन. Only the great visionaries, rishis, munis can, through shastra, through logic, through examples, can tell us and convince about what right way of life, what right purpose of life we have to live and have. There's no other way. Therefore, they have come here exclusively to do anugraha to you, not to get anything from you. Don't worry about it. Okay. Then the two things remember in that sancharanti maya loke. Anna, they move in the world carrying me with them. They distribute me to all. That's what we said yesterday. They teach the Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, which are the means for every jiva to pull himself away from the worldly samsara and put towards the divinity to experience him. Sancharanti Maya Loka. So they are mobile temples of Bhagavan only. भरपूर भगवान का अनुभव उनके पास है. अनुभव कराने का, साधना उपदेश करने की क्षमता भी they have it. And in fact, I am telling you, he says कि पुनंतः पादरेणुमिः. With the dust of their feet itself, they can purify the places and the people, etc. If the dust can purify, how much is their sharira and its sparsha when you do upasana to them? How much their prana kosha when you nurture it by giving bhojana? How much shakti their mana will have when you win their heart with your devotion? How much their buddhi will have the shakti when through inquiry you invoke their buddhista jnanam? And they are one with me, the supreme infinite reality. So when you surrender your ego to him or them, they in fact make that infinite reality experienced by you. तो उनके पाद रेणु में है ऐसी शक्ति, तो उनके वाणी में, उनके अनुग्रह में, उनके ज्ञानोपदेश में, how great the shakti would be there. So this is what Bhagavan is hinting. So therefore have that utmost respect, reverence for them. That is the lesson. Don't take your life for granted and take it in a wrong direction. Don't take the presence of gurus granted for by not visiting them. Take yourself to them, make yourself guided by them, and make yourself beautiful. That's the meaning of Punanti Punantaha Pada Renumihi. Now the next sloka is the Devatas, the Kshetras, the Tirthas. When you go, you have to get purification by visiting them. That purification should lead you to spirituality. Spiritual life should take you to the spiritual goal, that is the experience of me. But remember, these devatas and kshetras and तीर्थ दर्शन करना पड़ेगा उनका, स्पर्शन करना पड़ेगा उनका, अर्चना आदि करना पड़ेगा, वो भी again and again, and lot of time it takes. Then shanai they do the purification. Okay, here Bhagavan glorifying the guru and rishi or sadhu santa company, same time not belittling the tirtha and kshetra devata upasana, but telling the inherent thing in it, that long time you have to spend there, then only they respond to you. Devataha kshetrani as well as tirthani. Darshana, sparshana, archanai. You have to go for have the darshana also. Sparshana, be near to the divinity, and lot of archana, upasana you have to do. Then kalena shanai punanti. They slowly purify you. But these the sadhus, we'll take it from the other shloka, दर्शनादेव साधवः. साधु लोगों का दर्शन मात्र से ही आपको उनका दिव्य दृष्टि पड़ेगा, है ना. श्री गुरु नकम गुण मणिगण चोति सुमिरत दिव्य दृष्टि ही होती, as it is said in the place. उनका दिव्य दृष्टिपात no होते ही that transformation happens in us. That special ability I have given to these Rishi Munis. They are my special expression for sadhakas. Okay, Devaha Tirthani Kshetrani Darshana Sparshana Archanaihi Shanaihi Punarinti Kalena. Okay. Now remember, Tadapi, even those places also, Arhattama Ikshaya. Only these most worthy of worshipful Rishi Muni saints stay there, do the upasana, all their tapashakti when they put it in that Devata Murti or that Tirtha Kshetra or Punya Kshetra. So what is hinted there? Therefore, go to those Devata Kshetra, Punya Kshetra, which are visited by or created by or established by the great Santa Mahatma. That is a hint given to us. Second is, even when you visit that Devata Kshetra Tirtha, anybody, the Mahatmas are there at that place, even now. Even if it is a Samadhi, go there, sit there, do your Upasana and Puja. Through them, the unseeable, very subtle blessings, vibrations come to transform you. This is a special meaning taken out of these shlokas, by the way, as byproduct. The main direct meaning is what? The Devata, Kshetra, Tirtha, only after repeated visits, Darshana, Upasana, Archana, slowly they do its act of that purification. That too they have because of the Mahatmas visiting. Now imagine if you directly visit Mahatmas and are in company and doing the seva. So in the seva to that Guru, you have the visiting of all the Purna Kshetra, Tirtha Kshetra and Mandiradi. सब जगह जाने का फल सिर्फ गुरु महाराज के चरण में जाने से मिलता है. सारे तीर्थक्षान are at the Guru Charana. Catch that. So, Shanai Puranti Kalena. Tadapi Aratamikshaya. It is the blessing of the Mahatmas. Those places become sanctified. Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani, Sukarmi Kurvanti Karmani, ityadi, ityadi. So, directly when you have the access to them, go meet them and be a humble servant of them, surrender to them. Then once they find our Antakarana this way has become straightforward, not crooked, clear in its intention of wanting to grow spiritually, the moment they see it in us, like Tapon Shivananda Garu seeing in Gurudev, Tapon Maharaj seeing in Gurudev, They just pour out all their love and blessing and tapashakti. They transform us. Quick result. ओके, सो ये सारे सप्त ऋषि या बाकी ऋषि जो आए हैं उनके साथ, उनको दिखाते हुए भगवान इज प्रेजिंग देम, टेलिंग देयर ग्लोरी टू दिस राजा बहुलाश्व आल्सो, श्रुतदेव आल्सो. एंड इट्स अ लेसन टू ऑल ऑफ अस कि भगवान वी मे नॉट बी एबल टू डायरेक्टली एक्सेस, बट मोर पावरफुल देन ऑल दी मंदिर तीर्थ इत्यादि गुरु संतों के सेवा. दिस इज व्हाट इट इज. Now, the next sloka which we touched yesterday, 53, Brahmano Janmana Shreyan. Sarvesham Pranina. Yesterday we have exhaustively said, and very strongly also we said, not minding what the other people say or so many opinions, controversies, discussions, fightings they raise, we are not worried about it. We just said the fact with the authority of Krishna. What Krishna says here, Sarvesham Praninamiha Brahmana Janmana Shreyan. By birth itself, Brahmana is greater than all the beings. So this thing should be not taken by the non-Brahmanas to fighting. Then, but the Brahmana should take it literally. Again, not to be arrogant and dominant others. That Bhagwan has given such a Shreshtatva to us. Therefore, let us fulfill his expectations. As a Sonchkar, all the Brahmana Lakshanas, when the Brahmanas follow, then it is for them this sentence. And what are the Lakshanas of Brahmana Kshatriya? We are just going to see after half an hour when we study Adhyatma Ramayana. So, Sarvesham Praninam Iha Brahmana Janmana Shreyan. Full stop. Krishna Bhagavan ka katha nahi hai. He is born as Kshatriya, mind you. He did not say Kshatriyas are great. Because he is born in that. Brahmana Shreyan. Okay. Now the addition to it, Tapasa. If that the Brahmana becomes Tapomaya. What is Tapasya? So many definitions. The best is Manahacha Indriyanam, control and Aikagryam. Tapasvi Brahman. Full control of senses and mind in such a manner that they are used only for scriptural and spirituality. They are not given a chance for any the bhoga. That is the tapasya. अगर ऐसे ब्राह्मण है तो और भी श्रेष्ठ है. इनसे भी श्रेष्ठ है विद्या. He is doing my upasana, devata upasana. Vidya also means Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya. If you have thoroughly studied Vedanta Vidya, Mukti dene wali. He is a double Shreyan. First Shreyan हो गया, then तपस्या किया तो और भी महान हो गए. Now he has gained the Vidya also. ऐसे महात्मा ब्राह्मण तो और भी great है. By birth Brahmana, he has done lot of tapasya, he has got Vidya. Fourth one is Tushtya. Tushti here always means in this context, having experienced the infinite self, there is a contentment. There is no more overflowing in the form of desire for anything else. The total trupti, contentment. We told you, if you remember, around 25 days back. In life, these two very, very crucial things. One is attitude of gratitude to the gurus and the gods and all, whoever are giving whatever to us. And the second, within ourselves, contentment. Worldly विषयों का contentment तो होना है जो मिला उससे. And the real contentment comes only in Atma Prapti. Therefore, have the Atma Prapti and be contented. These two are the highest achievements for us. Establishing in spiritual truth and therefore contentment. About the worldly things, minimum maintenance के लिए जो चाहिए बस उस पे contentment. Then the gratitude toward the gurus, the God, everyone who is helping us. The outer gratitude, inner contentment. इन दोनों से बढ़कर साधना और नहीं है. That's what Tushtya. So Janmana Brahmana, and he is also done tapasya, he has got the Vidya, is Tushti hai. Then next, Mat Kalaya Yutaha. Mat Kalaya Yutaha means what? The one who is become so much totally surrendered to me, that me expressing through him in the form of Anugraha Shakti. that he is able to teach Brahma Vidya, he is able to teach Upasanas, he is able to teach Yoga, he is able to put us in the right path of values and Dharma, he is able to remove our Dukkha. If all these जो मेरे कलाएं हैं वो भी अगर उस ब्राह्मण में है तो he is the highest. Matkalaayuta also means the one who is devoted to me. तपस्या कर रहा है, विद्या भी है, तुष्टि भी है, मेरा भक्त भी है, एंड भाई जन्म ब्राह्मण है. तो देयर इज नो ग्रेटर क्रिएशन इन दिस क्रिएशन देन दिस ऑफ दिस ग्रेट ब्राह्मण. पता चला? ऐसे कोई संत महात्मा मिले हमारे जीवन में ना, बस चरण पकड़ लो. एंड इवन इन द फर्स्ट पॉइंट, इफ ही इज बाय बर्थ ब्राह्मण, और भी मजेदार. Hold on to Vas. Don't go to secondary, third. If in that time for few years that Brahmana Jnani nahi hai, तो ठीक है. By birth is not, but by his own behavior and everything, if he is as great as Brahmana, you can hold on. But Brahmana मिल गया तो पकड़ him only. भगवान ऐसे, क्योंकि अथॉरिटी है भागवत का. We तो talk what is said in Shastra. In Shastras, Bhagavan and Gurus only speak, and what they speak is truth only. Why do they speak lies? So these shlokas have become so important for us this way. Now, to emphasize the glory of the Brahmanas and thus instill in our hearts the value for them, surrender to them, devotion to them, obedience to them, Bhagavan even goes to this extent to say that na brahmanat me daitam rupam etat chaturbhujam. Etat me chaturbhujam rupam brahmanat daitam na me. ये मेरा चतुर्भुज रूप मुझे ब्राह्मण से ज्यादा दैत मीन्स प्रिय नहीं है. टू मी माई चतुर्भुज रूप इज नॉट मोर डियरर देन द ब्राह्मण. तो ब्राह्मण इज मोर दैतम, मोर प्रिय, मोर डियरर, मोर लवेबल, मोर बिलवेड टू मी देन माय ओन चतुर्भुज रूप. देखो, न ब्राह्मणान में दैतम में चतुर्भुजम एतद रूपम. सो न ब्राह्मणान में दैत रूपे चतुर्भुजम. मेरा चतुर्भुज रूप से भी जिसमें शंख चक्र गदा पद्म है, तो ब्राह्मण मुझे ज्यादा प्रिय है. मुझे अपना खुद का जो चतुर्भुज रूप है, भगवान से इट इज नॉट सो नियर डियर टू मी देन ब्राह्मण. सो बाय सेइंग दिस वन सटल थॉट व्हाट्स भगवान कंटेनिंग कन्वेनिंग इज चतुर्भुज भगवान का रूप है, भगवान का स्वरूप नहीं है. द स्वरूप ऑफ द लॉर्ड इज सत्यम ज्ञानम अनंत. That Satyam Jnanananta Lord alone takes so many Rupa. Among them, the Rupa as an Ishvara to control, guide the whole universe, which he takes is Chaturbhuja Rupa, with Shankha Chakra Gadavan. Even greater than that is the Brahmana Rupa, he says. Beloved to me, loving to me. Explanation he gives second line में, because सर्व वेदमयो विप्रह सर्व देवमयो ही अहम. Again, Brahmana is he who is sarva vedamaya. All the Vedas are in him. And I am who? Sarva devamayo hi aham. I am endowed with all devatas in me. Now the beauty is what? All devatas are in me. Through worship, the Brahmana invoked my presence in himself. Therefore, I am with all my devatas are in Brahmana, and Brahmana by himself has got all Vedas in him. So all the Vedas, all devatas, and myself, all we three are there in the Brahmana. Sarva Vedamayo Vipraha, Sarva Devamayo hi aham. Such Sarva Devamaya aham is in the Vipra. Therefore, Vipra has got Vedas, devatas, and Paramatma. इसलिए because of the Veda, he will teach all the Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda, Yajna Kanda. Because of having the Devatas in him, he can bless us with the results. Because I am there in him, he can give us Bhakti and Jnanam also. Moksha Jnana. So मोक्ष ज्ञान देख सकते हैं, उत्कृष्ट लोक प्राप्ति वाला देवता साधना उपासना करा सकते हैं. यह लोक में सेफली सिक्योरली रहने के लिए जो धर्म रूपी कर्मयोग रूपी वर्णाश्रम भी these ऋषि मुनि गुरुस can teach us. Hope you are catching it. How Bhagavan is putting in our hearts the glory of this great Jnani, Brahmanishta, Sant Mahatma Sannyasi Guru, towards whom, when you have that surrender devotion, all our things are taken care. न ब्राह्मणान्मेदयितं रूपमेतच्चतुर्भुजौ सर्वमेदमयो विप्रः सर्वदेवमयो हि aham. Okay, now this being so, not knowing this, people out of ignorance, getting lost in their own self-delusory imaginary way of life, are not encashing the presence of such great Brahmanas, Rishis, Jnani, Santa who are around them all the time. He says, Dushprajnaha, those who have Dushprajna, wrong convictions in their intellect. Jnana means knowledge, Prajna is conviction, Dushprajna means wrong conviction. Dushprajnaha evam aditviditva, having not known the glory of the Santa, Guru, Sadhu, Sannyasi, Yogi Jana, aviditva evam, then avajananti, they do the avagnya of them, asuyavaha, by finding the faults in them, seeing only the outer looks of those saints and sages. अवज्ञा करते हैं असूया के द्वारा ये दुष्प्रज्ञ लोग इस महिमा को नहीं जानते हुए. सेम भगवान से इन गीता, अवजानन्ति माम मूढ़ाः मानुषीं तनुम आश्रितं परम भावम अजानन्तः मम भूतमहेश्वरम. There he speaks about himself. Here he speaks about the Brahmanas, about the Jnani Brahmana, Bhaktya Brahmana, the Yogi Brahmana, the Tapasvi Brahmana, Vidya Yukta Brahmana. So by Brahmana, by birth, by Tapasa, by Vidyaya, and then Tushtya, then Matkalaya. They are so great. So Dushprajnaha, people like you and I, who do not know the clarity of this, what do? Do the avagnya of the Rishi Muni Brahmana by finding the faults in them, shortcomings in them, or insulting them or not valuing them. Asuyavaha. Aviditva evam avajananti asuyavaha. I'm pausing here to allow this thought to sink in us. Okay. And whose avagna they are doing? The next line says very important thoughts. Gurum mam vipram atmanam. Guru mam vipram atmanam. That Brahmana is nothing but none other than, not less than Guru only. And is me only. And he is the self of all also. So the Brahmana is Guru, Brahmana is Atma, Brahmana is Devata or the Deva or the Lord. So in the Brahmana, the Vipra, the Lord is there. In Brahmana, the Guru is there. In the Brahmana, the Sarva Atma Parabrahma also is there. To that Brahmana, the living, moving temple, people do insult her by not knowing the glory of that Brahmana. At that time, where is their attention? Which very subtle thought. Where is their attention is Archadau Ijjadrushtayaha. Just one beautiful sadhana which is said, that do the archana to the Devata Murtis. By doing that Devata Murtis, instead of creating the Jnani Bhakta in them, after which seeing the Bhagavan everywhere, these stupid fellows get conditioned by it. They worship the stone like Archa Murtis, but they don't worship the living gods called as saints and sages. That is a powerful sentence Bhagavan says here. And this is applicable even to Brahmanas, whom at least 100 of them I came across, where they are so much caught up in their Upasana, Puja, Murtis, Devata Rupa in the temples as well as in their own Puja Mandir, that when they come across any sadhu, sannyasi, jnani, they don't even care them. I've seen such experiences, so many, especially in South India. In South India, most in Tamil Nadu, second most in Andhra, Telangana, all Brahmanas think they are greater than sannyasis. They are greater than Brahmajnanis. They don't even value them. Some exceptions may be there. So even they get faulted there by their attachment to the Archa Murti. So what to talk about all of us? That we are conditioned in our upasana to the Murti, etc. That how it is conditioning, that the Lord himself saying here that these jnanis, brahmajnanis, sadhu, santa, sannyasa, they are having all devatas in them, they have me in them, they are the sarva atma, all the vedas are in them, Bhagavan khud unko authorize kar rahe, they are being uncared or neglected. So very very important discussion it is, you know. At the total level, the government itself should, as it is giving funny reservations on various categories for no reason. Here we don't talk reservation, but give that respect and due reverence value to the ones who have taken exclusively purely spiritual path, and appointment them as advisors and make it compulsory for them to guide the humanity, and the humanity in the nation should get the guidance from them. Remove this third class word called as secularism and give the chance to Santa Mahatmas to guide the humanity for dharma, for the jnana, for the bhakti, for the moksha. Total level. If they can't do for whatever their political reasons and all, you and I as an individual should recognize such great saints and sages. First, by surrendering to them, we get benefit of their teachings. Slowly, we should make them available to more and more people so that the more and more people also get that guidance from the Mahatmas for their own spiritual evolution, not for material. है ना? Any Mahatma or the followers of the Mahatma, if they are encouraging more the bhaktas only in the Bhautika Vada, then that will turn later on going to create problem. Therefore, even though the Mahatmas bless the people at their bhautika level to clear their problems. But the final take home point they should say is what? This whole world that is mithya, how much ever you are blessed or given, still you end up only in emptiness. The completeness, the Purnata is there only in Paramatma Prapti. Therefore, if you have come to me, I have blessed to remove your problem. But your promise to me is what? You become more and more spiritual. ऐसा जो कोई संत कहते हैं, they are correct. है ना? And every professional, while doing the professional service to the world, along with taking whatever due amount they, when they conclude their remark that all this is done is at very gross level, my dear, finally, the one who protects us is God, the goal we have to reach is God. If it is said, even by a very, क्या कहते हैं, doctor in the dealing with the patients, the doctor is a rishi. A lawyer, if he says to the cases, whoever they are, finally it's Bhagavan only whom we have to approach as goal, that lawyer is a rishi. A politician, toward the end, if he gives a speech, that although you are electing me, although I am here as this and that minister, all I am doing all that, like that, what do you say, Kulashekara Raja, if the king or Raja or Mantri says toward the end, our final goal should be the Lord only, that politician is a rishi. He has got the crux essence of it. Is it not? कहना पड़ेगा वो. Because when a bigger authority says that, people accept it. If the bigger authority, you know, we say na, यद्यदाचरति श्रेष्ठः तत्तदेवेतरो जनः सयत् प्रमाणं कुरुते लोकः. If the authority is the Pramanikara of the Bhautikavada, whole world follows that. That is a way of the Western countries. In Western countries, the Rajas propose the materialism, therefore Praja follow. In the Eastern nation of Bharata Mata, the Raja should by any reason never promote Bhautikavada as the goal. You must grow in giving comforts so that that saves time and energy which can be employed for some higher positive works. But the Indian government, Indian Raja should definitely say Paramatma Prapti as the Paramalaksha. To that Raja, even as a municipal councillor, my salutations. And if he's a state president, hai, prime minister bhi hai, if from his mouth this utterance doesn't come, in my mind, I don't respect him as great, personally. थोड़ा कमी है उनमें. परमात्मा को ही लक्ष्य के रूप में स्थापित करना है. Ultimately, he is great. Brahmanas do all that. We have to go to them. है ना. अर्चा मूर्तियों में उपासना करो एकाग्रता के लिए. But next to that Archa Murti, that living God is there in the form of that Brahmana, fully having the divinity, devatas in him. How can we do the avagnya of them? Bhagavan says this. कि दुष्प्रज्ञाः अविदित्वा एवं अवजानन्ति असूयवः गुरुं मां विप्रम आत्मानं अर्चादौ इज्जदृष्टयः. They are doing upasana, puja to the Archa Murtis and insulting my presence in this great Brahmana, Rishi and Jnani. This is a hint to those so-called Brahmanas, Jnani, Rishi also. Oh, even if a finer trace of individuality, if at all is lurking, even that also to be removed, and me should express only an instrument of the Lord, allowing the Lord to express through me in the Kalyana of the Lokada too, in spiritual way. When this clicks to them, then they become total counters for Paramatma to express. That way, a hint to them also as a finishing touches. All of that the Mahatmas know. By the time the Mahatmas do Adhyatmic sadhana and touching the glimpses of experience of the self, they already gone away from, given up all the Ahankara, all the Swartha, only any of the Vyaktitva. Even if some trace is there with this sentence, that's also is gone. That Bhagavan is valuing the Mahatma Santa more than Devata. That means how much they have to be available for Bhagavans to express through and express as Bhagavan only to the people all around, just giving them blessings, guidance, knowledge, etc. So, सबके लिए part है. Wonderful teaching of God here. Now, we have 3, 4, 5 shlokas here. Bhagavan says, why that greatness in these Brahmanas? Because Characharam idam Vishwam, the entire world of mobile and immovable, yecha asya hetavaha, all its karanas, whether they are Panchamahabhutas, the Tanmatras, the Three Ahankara, the Samishti Ahankara, the Mahatattva, the Avyakruta Avyakta, all of that hetus jo bhi hai, all of the madrupani iti chetasi adhatte. In this chitta, that Brahmana has very firm abidance in this true knowledge and true wisdom, that entire looked Nama Rupa Jagat and all the causes of it at every levels are nothing but Paramatma alone. This conviction he has got in the heart. And it's a fact. Tatsruštva tadeva anupravishat. Enough. He created the world out of him. In the created world, he alone entered. Therefore, Chara, Achara, along with this, all Karanas at all levels are nothing but expression of Paramatma. For a Jnani, Rupanama is Paramatma. Behind the Rupanama, who is expressing, that also is Paramatma. That means the transcendental alone also is a truth. What is imminently seen through the Upadhis also is the truth. In that experience, that Brahmana is there. Therefore, that Vipra is great. Oh. Chetasi adatte vipraha madikshaya. So his drishti is mine of me only. He has got the darshan of me in all the Rupanama, in all the causes of the Rupanama, in the supreme primordial cause of all, called as the real darshan of me also, he has got. देखो, there are very, very subtlest points, non-catchable to us at this level. बट हम जस्ट बोल रहे हैं, सुन रहे हैं, पता नहीं किस जन्म में इन बातों का सारा ग्रहण हमारे लिए होएगा. So if you see Gurudev, in him the Parabrahma Anubhuti is there, in him Paramatma Krishnadi Devatas are there, in him the vision is there that whatever they are saying Charachara and their causes, which otherwise called as Maya Shakti or Prakriti, in all of them they see one Parabrahma only. So उनका अनेकता में एकमेवाद्वय ब्रह्म का अनुभव दर्शन हो गया. Therefore, the power in them, in their blessings. Therefore, the unconditional karuna in them to get melted, seeing us dukhi. Therefore, they help us to begin with in the gross things, but not continuously. Their true help is only in subtle form by giving us the jnana which removes the ajnana, and ajnana created samsara. Therefore, oh my dear Shrutadeva, oh my dear Bahulash, throughout life, keep in mind such great saints and sages, have devotion to them, worship them, surrender to them, get guided by them, follow them, reach them and reach me. This is what. Therefore, the concluding shloka by Krishna is Tasmat Brahma Rishin Etan. All these Brahma Rishis, Etan Brahman, O dear Shrutadeva, Mat Shraddhaya Archaya. Do the archana up to them with the Shraddha that they are me only, not less than me. Evam chet archita asmi. If you do the archana to them, then only I am worshipped. Adha pratyaksh rupena na anyadha. Not otherwise. Bhuri bhutibhi. Belittling, disregarding the sadhu santa with any amount of pujas, mantras, all the what you say items नैवेद्य आदि इत्यादि से कितने भली भांति बड़े पैमाने पे व्हाट एवर द उपासना अर्चना यू डू दैट्स नॉट एक्सेप्टेड टू मी व्हाट इज एक्सेप्टेड इज इफ यू आर वर्शिपिंग दिस ब्राह्मण एवं चेद अर्चितस्मि एवं चेद अर्चितोस्मि if you do the archana to them shraddha then only the archana to me has been received by me na anyata bhuri bhutimihi how much of the bhutis are you may construct big temples you may make all the inner and outer arrangements you may make all facilities है इतना करो लेकिन वो ब्राह्मण देवता तुमने केयर नहीं किया यू हैव नॉट डन द अर्चना टू द फर्स्ट लाइन इज तस्मात् ब्रह्म ऋषि नेतान ब्रह्मन मत श्रद्धया अर्चय डू द अर्चना टू देम टेकिंग देम टू बी मी दैट श्रद्धा इन यू ये साक्षात भगवत रूप है देखो इतना इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक आजकल हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं प्रैक्टिकल एंड नेसेसरी एंड एसेंशियल Now, in go in search of that living gods called as Sadhu Santa Mahatma, stay with them, get blessed and guided by them. Then don't ask all these funny questions. But बहुत सारे ऐसे पक्के नहीं हुए महात्मा लोग भी हैं, you know, the misguiding वाले भी हैं, हाँ थोड़ा सा, you know, all these. If your heart is pure, be attentive. Your intention is, you will be taken to that Mahatma. That Mahatma only will come in your life, who will only protect you, bless you, guide you. What about other? That is their evolution. That is in Lord's hands. You don't comment and get any sin from them. कोई भी साधु संत वेश में रहकर भी कुछ ऐसा करता है तो भगवान देख रहे हैं वो क्या करना वो करेंगे उनमें गुस्ताखी करने का हमें कोई जरूरत नहीं करनी चाहिए नेवर एवर इन्वॉल्व इन द कमेंटिंग ऑफ दैट आई डोंट नो दैट्स इट अदरवाइज यू गेट पाप none of your business what is there in that Mahatma's prarabdha in in his individual and totality only the Lord knows and he knows. You and I chota dil dimag wale like an ordinary crooked cracks go on talking commenting we should not do that nonsense. We should never do that. By that all our punya goes away, papa comes to us. You be pure in your heart, you are taken to a Mahatma who guides you, finished, your job is over. और हर एक में हमें दखल अंदाज नहीं करनी है स्पेशली सच सेंसिटिव स्पिरिचुअली सेंसिटिव इश्यूज in this bhayankara kali yuga you know the kali prabhava even great mahatmas do some or the other little mistakes and seeing that these already nastikas point it out to them and say that every sadhu sant are like that and destroy our faith. Are Murak Beokufo, try to be like a sadhu sannyasi even one day, 1 week. तब पता चलेगा what is their तपस्या. पूरे कीचड़ में दलदल में सुअर की तरह घूमते हम and we have the audacity to question or point out some Mahatmas if some mistake happens through them out of some prarabdha etc. This is not justification to Mahatmas. They will be treated by the Lord. That is different. We are talking for us. How we have to protect from the added papa by finding fault and talking nonsense through our mouth. Just become blind. I don't know. That's it. क्यों हुआ कैसे हुआ मेरे को नहीं पता मुझे कुछ कहना नहीं. Save yourself. Is it not? In the evolutionary ladder, rungs, to whom at what time that snake comes and to some extent they come down and where the ladder comes, we can't say. In the same way, every great Mahatma, in his path of final touches, few clearances happen. While that is happening, these things are seen in the world. Only wise people know that. And all we otherwise people, क्या आगे महात्मा है, हम बोलते तो महात्मा है, लेकिन क्या करके बैठा उन्होंने. That means the Mahatma has no right even to commit even that small mistake. That is a adarsha to him taught. Is it not? He will learn from it. That's how the treatments. कुछ कुछ चीज़ों को किसी भी बंदे को देखो, एक बहुत बड़ा प्रधानमंत्री है मानो, प्रधानमंत्री करके when he'll have to get surgery, क्या उनको बिना anesthesia करते हैं क्या? When it is an operation, whoever you are, the treatment is same. In the same way, even with a great Mahatma, if some typical surgeries have to be done in him, Bhagwan gets it done in this way only. These are all very simple, subtle things in the world that's happening. Protect yourself, be intense in your purity of seeking the truth, and pray to God in our life. Definitely, even in Kali Yuga, there's so many great, pure, निस्वार्थ संत ऋषि मुनि गुरु लोग हैं, उनके चरण में हम पहुंच सकते. Wonderful it is. Therefore, Tasmat Brahma Rushin Etan, He Brahman, Mat Shraddhaya Archaya. Do the archana to them with the Shraddha that they are me only. Evam Chet Architasmi. This way, if you do, then only I am worshipped. Adha Pratyakshurupena, Na Anyatha Bhuribhutimihi. Not by offering so many offerings to me in different manner in the temples, etc. वो काफी नहीं मेरे को. Okay, Sri Sukha Vacha. हो गया. Lord Krishna's teachings both to Shrutadeva and Bahulashva are these ones. Many things they know, only one thing is to be added, that Sadhu Santa Mahatma Seva Karo. बस उनकी कृपा से परमात्मा अनुभव रूपी मेवा मिल जाएगा very soon. Now two shlokas. Sri Sukha Vacha. Saha. Okay, that Shrutadeva, Ittham in this way, Prabhuna Adishtaha, having been ordered by Lord Krishna, Saha Krishnan, along with Krishna, Dijottaman, all the rishis, Brahmanas who came, the sadhu, santa, sannyasi, of all the people of that time they came, Aradhya, he has done the Aradhana of them, Eka Atma Bhavena, with total bhavana that they all are nothing but Lord Krishna and Paramatma only. Having done that, the Shrutadeva, then Maitilahacha Api, the Mithilanagar Raja, Bahulashva also, Apaha Sat Gatim, they in course of time reached to the Sat Anubhava Paramatma Prapti. Both of them got. So you can picturize in your mind. Therefore, the Shrutadeva Bahulashva from then onwards, visiting to the Sadhu Santo, inviting them, staying with them, asking them to stay, and doing the charcha of Tattva Jnana from them, getting the guidance for sadhana. Having done that, they all have got, both of them got Paramatma Anubhuti Rupa Sadgati. मिल गया दोनों को. इस इत्थम प्रमणा आदिष्टः सह कृष्णान् द्विज उत्तमान् आराध्य एक आत्म भावेन मैथिला च अपि आप सद्गतिम. The Shrutadeva, then Bahudasha, both of them got the Sadgati, मोक्ष मिल गया उनको उन गुरु ब्राह्मणों के अनुग्रह से भाई doing the seva to them as they are expression of God only. तो क्रक्स क्या है इस मेन टॉपिक का? What Bahudashva spoke was so much. What Shrutadeva spoke so much. In that, so much of knowledge is there. We discussed for 10 days. But our essence is what Bhagavan spoke towards the end. After this, there are no teachings of Krishna. हो गया भागवत में. और कृष्ण उद्धव जी को 11 स्कंद में पूरा सारांश बताएंगे. That's different. But in the context of this type of topics. So the concluding sadhana indicated by the Lord is all the Rishi Muni Brahmana Guru are not other than Paramatma. Therefore, as we do upasana to Paramatma, yasya deve parabhakti yatha deve tada guru, tasya shikata artha prakashane mahatmanaha, to those Mahatmas, Bhagavad Bhavena, we have to do puja archana upasana. Then we are blessed with Sadgati Moksha as these two Bahulashva, Shrutadeva got. The authority for it is Lord Krishna himself here. In Mundaka Upanishad we have quoted to you, Tasmad Atmagnam hi archayet buddhi kamaha. Yam yam lokam manasa samvivati vishuddha sattva kamete ansha kaman tam tam lokam jayate ansha kaman tasmad atmagnam hi archayet buddhi kamaha. And the same thing in the next sloka said, akamaha, when they do, te shukrametad ativartanti deraha. Sakamana se upasana karo as a devata, they give all blessings to get what you want. Nishkamanata se brahma prapti ke liye do the upasana of them, as a guru, daiva, they become expressed evidently, and they bless us with brahma prapti and moksha. Punarjanma rahita, samsara rahita, moksha they give us. सवेदैतत् परमं ब्रह्म धाम यस्य विश्वं निहितं प्रात् भाति शुभ्रम् उपासते पुरुषं ये हि अकामाः ते शुक्रमेतद् अतिवर्तन्ति धीराः. मुंडकोपनिषद 6th खंड 3rd मुंडक 2nd खंड 1st मंत्र इज दिस. मुक्ति भी चाहिए तो गुरु चरण पकड़ो. सो ज्ञान शक्ति समारूढ़ तत्वमाला विभूषितः भुक्ति मुक्ति प्रदाता च तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. This is what कंक्लूडिंगली सुखदेव जी टेलिंग परीक्षित. सो दैट्स हाउ मुक्ति मिल गया उनको. अब परीक्षित जी को भुक्ति तो नहीं चाहिए इन द परमेश, मुक्ति चाहिए. Thankfully he is already held on to the great sadhu Shukadev ji. Shukadev ji almost completed giving the knowledge about all 24 avatars so far. Parikshit ji is up to the brim in his Sharanagati Bhakti and Tattva Jnana. It's only question of few more days, maybe 1 day or so, after which he will just willingly drops all the upadhis and merges in Paramatma. Practically we can see here. Hey Rajan, finally again Shukdev ji says, Evam, in this way, Swabhaktayoho, to his bhaktas, both of them, Bhagavan, the Lord, Bhakta Bhaktiman, the one who is bhakta to his own bhaktas, Ushitva, having stayed for some days there, Adishya Sanmargam, having given the Adesha Upadesha of the Sanmarga to both of them, Punaha Dvaravati Magatu, accomplishing the mission for which he has gone, Bhagavan returns back to his Dwaraka Puri Dwaraka Nagari. So in that way, they are staying in both their house, teaching the Sanmarga to them, putting them on the path ultimate. Bhagavan Krishna returned to Dwaraka Puri, and all Rishis, Munis who came with him, they might have gone to their respective ashramas. So the whole chapter is out of his kindness, compassion, the Lord himself with all the Rishi Muni visiting Bahulashvaraja, Shrutadeva, Brahmana, and receiving the Atitya Mityadi, then blessing them, giving them moksha. अब देखो इसको कितने बार पढ़ सोचने से हमको इसका सारांश रहस्य दिमाग बुद्धि में चलेगा. And for that, how much we have to do upasana of the Lord to first of all purify our mind freed from Rajotama Guna, so that it is available for all these sattvic activities of spirituality. देखो इस तरह से सोचते हुए अपने आप का जीवन शैली को बदलकर we have to start becoming spiritual more and never give it up till परमात्मा अनुभूति comes. किसान जैसे फसल हाथ में आने तक कि वो खेती का रखवाल करता ही रहता है. A painter till the final touches are done goes on painting. A doctor till the final surgery and टाके डालना करने तक वो काम नहीं छोड़ता. A constructor till the building is finished with all interior outer, he doesn't stop the work. You know, in the same way, you and I sadhaka, once enter spirituality, nowhere will stop or give up in it until we reach Paramatma Anubhuti. That's what the lesson we have to learn. Iti Srimad Bhagavata Mahaprana Parama Samsamitayam Uttarardha, in this Uttarardha Bhagavata Mahaprana Dashma Skandha 86th chapter, in which Bhagavan's blessings to Bahulashvara Shrutadeva was there, is over. Thank you very much. Tomorrow big chapter, it is Vedas doing the Stuti of Paramatma. It goes in around how many shlokas? Around big श्लोका दे 50 पूरा है, खासकर उसमें 14th श्लोक से. So these 37 shlokas talk about the Shruti Mata doing the Stuti of Param Brahma, who is none other than Krishna himself. And that one we do in 2 more chapters. It's 88 and 90. This Bhagavata Mahapurana Dashma Skandha is over. Ekadasha Dvadash we already done. It's very much available in our YouTube. So पूरे पहले स्कंद से हम करते आए, but they are all not uploaded. They are only audio or Skype we have, but definitely I believe from 10th, 11th, 12th skandhas it is there, and 10th skandha 2 times are there. Is there. Those who can listen, finding time, keep on listening, allowing the jnanam, all the shastra jnana, tattva jnana, then bhakti jnana enter inside. We conclude here. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Sri Guru Bhyo Namo. Bol Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki Jai. Om Bhur Bhuvasvat Svarenam Bhargo Devdyanam प्राणाय पाने व्यानाय उदानाय समानाय ब्रह्मणे ब्रह्मार्पणम् मध्ये मध्ये अमृतपानीयम् उत्तराभूषणस्तपाद प्रक्षाళన आचमन ताम्बूल नीराजनान् दर्शयामि ओम नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण नित्य जगन्मोहन कृष्ण बालगोपाल कृष्ण भव्य मंगलम वेणुगान लोल कृष्ण वेदांत वेद कृष्ण नवनीत चोर कृष्ण नित्य मंगलम भक्त जनाधार कृष्ण परम दयावाधि कृष्ण गीतामृतदात कृष्ण परम योगीश कृष्ण पार्थसार रूप तत्र सूर्यमातारकं नारायण नमो ब्रह्मतुलां ब्रह्मलोक हेरमे गुरु व्यास योगिंदर और श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय श्री वेद व्यासदेव सुत भागवताचार्य की जय बोलो भाई समस्त संतान की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय आज के आनंद की जय सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासुगण की जय थैंक यू।